hullabaloo. Yeah. Life is always changing, and I know change will do me good. Life is always changing, and I know change will do me good. When I stay in one place too long, I welcome change for the better. When something just feels wrong, I welcome change for the better. And nature's blooming round us always change for the better. And I know.
Good morning and welcome. Welcome to the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Theresa Martin and I'm leading your meditation today. I'd like to welcome those of you who are here present and those of you who are with us online. It's a beautiful day here in Salt Lake City. I almost felt like singing, "Oh, what a beautiful morning," but I saved you all that embarrassment. So I'd like you to settle into your chairs and prepare to go into that silence within. So put your feet on the floor, hands on your lap, back to the back of the chair, and relax. And I'd like, when you're breathing this morning, to breathe into your belly, but fill it up with air. And then as you're blowing it out, blow, give it a good exhale. So let's do 3 deep breaths into the belly, and then exhale with a big blow. Okay, let's do that. And as you exhale, let your belly come all the way in, press it into the back, into your back. Let's do that one more time. Now for this third breath, what I'd like you to do is do the same thing, but as you bring the air up through your chest, bring it up further into the mind, into the head, and then let it out with a big blow. Okay, so breathe into the belly, fill up the chest, brings it all the way up into the head. Now a big blow out. I have a lovely reading today, and it's called Waking Up Together, and it's by Masandro Hirioka. If you're all ready. Within the Tibetan Buddhist tradition, there is a story of a group of people who became enlightened together. It is said that the last teaching of the Buddha were given to King Ashoka, who realized that he and most people living in his kingdom couldn't give up their entire monastery, couldn't give up their lives and enter a monastery to live the life of an ascetic monk. So the Buddha gave teachings for people like us who have jobs, families, and stuff to do. As they integrated these teachings into their everyday lives, they eventually all woke up to the nature of reality through their experience of living with each other in a good way. This kingdom is known as Shambhala, or a more familiar Shangri-La. There is much divisiveness taking place in the world today. It often feels impossible to imagine a scenario in which we are able to repeat the experience of this mythical kingdom. The idea of basic goodness And basic goodness asks us to operate under the radical assumption that all of us are, at the core of our beings, basically good. It's a difficult task to do that, but basic goodness is in every person, especially those who might be challenging us, or those who we have come to believe are the epitome of evil or basic badness. Yet, this is exactly why this teaching is so radical. It is why this is the very last teaching that the Buddha gave. We are living in a time when it is easy to blame various groups of people or politicians for all that is awry. Basic goodness asks us to imagine something different. It asks us to see a world in which we all recognize and embody goodness. It does not ask us to relinquish standing up for what is right, but to remember we are all made up of the same thing, and to clearly differentiate between oppressive behavior and personhood. Shambhala asks us to trust that when we begin seeing this basic goodness in others, we too will wake up together. What a wonderful thought. Let's bring that into the silence and consider it for a few moments. Our talk today, Reverend Cindy's talk today, follows this thought of waking up. So I just thought that was my thought to bring this to you today. At the sound of my voice, come back into the room. Just make sure that you're okay. Look around and see that everything is all right. What a glorious thought and experience that we're all awake together. How divine is that? There is just one life. That life is God. That life is good. And that life is my life now. That life is everyone's life, as there is only one. So knowing that, I close this meditation and welcome you to come and be with us at our 11 o'clock celebration service. We would love to have you with us, whether you're online or here in person. I am so grateful for this meditation to remind me to wake up and to be aware. So giving thanks and deep gratitude, I let it be, as together we say, and so it is. Amen.